What up, y'all? God damn, there's a lot of juggalos in this motherfucker tonight. Well, at this rate, it won't be too long before we take over this whole motherfucking world. And then we'll be telling motherfuckers what the rules are and what time it is around this motherfucking bitch. So check this out. This is some big, big, big shit that's about to drop. So I'm just gonna cut right to the chase. I'm about to call up a very good, close personal friend of mine. Y'all know him a little better as Violent J of the Insane Clown Posse.
I can't see because of the stage lights, but if y'all got seats, you're gonna have to sit down. I probably did probably like 1,000 shows in my life, and I did an ICP. I did the seminar for this on Friday, and in a much smaller version, but I gotta say, I've never been this nervous in my life. Shaggy's doing the mystery seminar, and he'll be here as soon as that's over with, I promise. I'm just gonna tell you guys the way it is, the way it's going down, the way it has gone down. But this is all I gotta say. This is it, man. I mean, there's no. Once we reveal the 6th, there's no turning back. Like, in other words, if it's whack, that's it. It's whack. You know, we fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Hold up. But on my mother's life and on everybody's life here, as much as I love you, we did not fuck up. I want to bring my friends up here, Twisted, Sabu, Legs Diamond, Legs Diamond. All right. I know y'all talking about each other, right? Because that's what we are as family in this motherfucker. But it doesn't matter that, you know, fucking MTV ain't here. Look, you know, it's been 10 years, you know. I'm an old ass man. I'm fucking 30 years old in this motherfucker, you know? Some of us got kids. But I swear to God, if a bullet was to strike me dead right now, I'd die a happy motherfucker. Somebody lost their arm. But basically, I'm just gonna spit it to you. This is a seminar, this isn't a concert. I'm gonna tell you just like it is. For 10 fucking years, we've been telling a story, And when we started this story, there was nobody listening. And to the world, there still isn't nobody listening. But that was the fucking idea. You see, all I know is I remember saying, when we first came out, when I was 19, I remember saying, there's gonna be a carnival, a dark fucking carnival. It's gonna come and take this bitch over. After all 6 have risen, there's gonna be a fucking carnival. Now, what do you think the people of fucking Peoria are thinking about y'all right now? Did we come through on the fucking carnival at least or what? Look at us. But that ain't even what it's about. Because I love y'all no matter what at carnival, fuck, whatever. Listen. In 1991, we released our first album. It was called Carnival of Carnage. On its release day, it sold 17 copies. Now, there's more than 17 motherfuckers in here. Now, my point is that just like new juggalos that come along, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day, they don't know about the world we have. They don't know about the underground we have. You have to be able to accept them in the same way that you were accepted in at some point. As long as they're real, you know what I'm saying? As long as they're real and they understand what we're about. They can still join in, but the carnival, I'll get to that later. But anyway, I don't exactly know about how to go about this, you know what I'm saying? But it was me, Shaggy, and Alex in Alex's mom's basement. And we bought a roll of duct tape this fucking big. It had to be for a piece of machinery or something, like a fucking factory. And we said, by the time we're done going through this fucking roll of tape, we'll have to have a record deal because we'll have shipped so many of these motherfuckers that, we'll have to be fucking able to get a record deal. Well, that roll of duct tape went through like it wouldn't shit. And when we first started out on Carnival of Carnage, I don't even think you'll hear the word juggalo on it. We didn't know what was ahead. We didn't know ourselves. We're not no fucking prophets or superheroes. We're Joe and Joey. Y'all know that. But we said, just like when you fall in love with a bitch, it's like when you're really in love with a bitch, and you stub your toe or something. It only hurts half as bad, you know what I mean? Because you're like, yeah, that's all right, though, guys. You know what I'm saying? Nothing really sucks that bad when you're really in love, right? Well, when this came out, it's like we had a reason to live all of a sudden, We fell in love. We fell in love with the Dark Carnival and what it was telling us. I couldn't explain it, but I think y'all are probably in love with it, too. Why do you guys get together and paint your face and throw Faygo? We don't fucking know. We don't. If that ain't a calling, you know what I'm saying? A calling. What the fuck? What the hell do? We don't even know. So what will be gathering? What will be taking place at the gathering? Fuck, we don't know. Wrestling, the netting game. We're pulling shit out of our ass just to be together. Just to be the fucking together, because we know something's calling us together. In 1993, we released the second Joker's card. It was called the Ringmaster. Now, when the Ringmaster came out, that's when shit started coming a little bit clear. You know what I'm saying? Things started to make a little bit more sense. I started to think like, I remember I used to walk up to the P.O. box every night to see if there was any fan mail. And there was never no fan mail, and I walk back. And then I walk up there again, and I looked in the P.O. box and there was a piece of fucking something in there. So I'm like, fuck! Give me a quarter, I gotta call Alex. I call Alex and Joey, they come fucking running up there. And it's a bill for the P.O. box people. You guys are trying to make me break down and cry like a newborn woman. When I was a kid, they said, if you step on a cracked tile in the hallway at school, you have to kiss one of the Bruce brothers. So all the girls would walk down and dodge the cracked tiles. You know what I'm saying? And now I got motherfuckers chanting my name. I used to be afraid to tell people my name over summer vacation when I'd be at, meeting somebody somewhere for fear that my reputation from where I was lived had reached their fucking city. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be like, my name's Joe. What's your last name? Why you need to know that? But, the Ringmaster thing started coming a little clear. I realized we are different, Nobody here is a killer, an actual serial killer. That's purely speculation, but something about, just being a clown and being able to come out on stage and slip on my ass and not matter because I'm a clown. You know what I'm saying? Or fuck up in any kind of way. It's okay if you're a clown. And every day when everybody wakes up in the morning, and they pull their ass out of bed and go in the bathroom, not talking about y'all, they look in the mirror and they try to become something. They're like, what do I want to be, The fucking alternative kids, they want to be alternative, so they put alternative clothes on, and they become something they want to be perceived as. And the kids that want to be gangsters or whatever, they put on their shit and they want to be perceived as. But some of us didn't know what the fuck we wanted to be perceived as. We didn't fit anywhere. We were the fucking clowns. It was like no matter what happened, it was like, fuck them, they don't count. That's how I started feeling during Ringmaster. Me and Shaggy are like, man, we sold 60,000 of these motherfuckers. I was working nights at a gas station, right? Ninjas are coming through for gas, like, aren't you Violent J? I'm like, hell no. How much you want on Pump 5? Quit playing. But we couldn't get a record deal, We still didn't understand fully. In 1995, we released third Joker's card. The Riddle Box. Now, we got a big record deal, though. Here's what happened. Jive Records, you know, they got Britney Spears, In Sync, Off Sync, fucking Christina, fucking Anderson, whatever, all kind of fucking TRL and all their homies. They signed us. They said, wow, your last album sold 60,000 copies in Metro Detroit. And they were like, that's incredible. And they were like, so we'll give you an advance of $60,000 on your new album. And we're like, I ain't gotta tell y'all about how ecstatic we were at $60,000. Now, I still am ecstatic about 60. I'm a broke motherfucker. But that's a whole nother seminar. But what I'm saying is, I'm coming from a place where I used to, me and my brother Rob, jump steady. We would take a can out of our fucking cupboard and we would draw a little symbol on it like a ninja or something, and we'd put it in a hunger barrel at school, and it would come right back to our cupboards again. You see what I'm saying? Like I had to prove, I'm like, these people bring this shit over every Thursday. Mom's never home. You know, we're in a fucking hunger barrel. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, let's you know, drop that bitch at school. You know what I mean? And then it comes back to my fucking house. And you know who delivers the fucking food? This girl that my brother had this huge crush on. And my brother answers the door as she's, you know what I'm saying? And this is only the luck of a fucking juggalo. Now, listen. Some of you might have been born millionaires, but I have no question each and every one of you have something exactly like that. Some kind of situation, and I bet you everybody in here has been fucked over so many fucking times. Wait a minute. I'm not talking about like Limp Bizkit and Korn cry about. I'm talking about really fucked over. Like, to the point where you don't want to just say, I want to break stuff. But you say, I want to cut your fucking throat out. Stab the fucking shit out of you. Are you feeling me? All this started coming into focus, you know? But Riddlebox sold. It sold 60,000 again. To the same Metro Detroit fan base, you know? And we're like, we took the $60,000, we bought 3 vans, and we painted them up like Riddlebox. And we drove out to like fucking Indianapolis. Great clown town, but at the time, wasn't even in the stores, you know? We're like, wait a minute, man. Jive signed us and just gave us $1 a copy and put it right back out again in Detroit, and only they made all the fucking money off it. You know what I'm saying? And nobody even had the record. It wasn't even in stores at the time, anywhere else. And so we got on the phone with Jive and we said, you know, kiss me. And he said, what? And I said, kiss me. I like to be kissed when I'm getting fucked. Spank my ass or something. Anyway, we put a blindfold on Alex. You guys, this is Rich Morrell. This is Legs Diamond. He sang back up on everything from Riddlebox up. He left a great band in Detroit to come be with us and work at Psychopathic Records. He's always stayed behind the scenes. A lot of the magic you hear is right there. Now, Rich remembers this. We wanted to prove that maybe there could be these crazy outcasts that we're just now starting to call them juggalos, you know? Whatever, you know, these people that are feeling us, you know, on the realness, not just the, you know, the humor, the whatever, but they're feeling us, man. They're like, we really fucking feel y'all, man, you know? So, and they're coming up with tattoos and shit, trying to say, yo, man, I mean, I like bands, but man, your music, you know, they were feeling it. So I said, this can't be a local thing. So we blindfolded Alex, and Alex threw a dart and a map, and it landed on Dallas, Texas. So we drove the fucking Riddlebach vans. Rich was there. I drove one. Shaggy stayed home, lazy ass. I mean, he had a good reason, I just don't remember. But we drove to Dallas, and we fucking pressed up with our $60,000 advance. We pressed up samplers, and every day at 3 o'clock, our fucking vans were at 3 different high schools in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, slanging them fucking tapes, you know what I'm saying? Slanging the fuck out of them, you know what I'm saying? Does anybody feel us? What are y'all like in Dallas, you know? We know it's going, there's something going on in Detroit. What's up out here, you know? And most people are like, fuck y'all, you know? We're used to that, though. But there was a couple juggalos we discovered. We spent 3 months in Dallas. 3 months. Next thing you know, Riddlebox had sold 60,000 records in Detroit and 40,000 in Dallas. So we're like, let's throw another dart, you know? But only thing is, we're having trouble walking because there's a dick in my ass. Jive still got their dick balls deep in her ass, you know? I have a very homophobic way of putting things, you know? It's any homosexuals or hermaphrodites or undecided people out there. I'm not trying to offend anybody. But, so anyway, at that point, we told Jive, we said, look, we're from the streets. We'll straight up drive down there and whip your asses, you know what I'm saying? Do you honestly think we care about a fucking contract or something? We didn't even know how to read that motherfucker. We just wanted the 60,000, you know what I'm saying? So we said, you'll never get another album out of us. We like this little label that we started, Psychopathic. We're like, these fucking idiots are taking, they don't know what the fuck are, they don't know what we're going after because they're not part of it. They're a fucking major record label. They can fuck with Sugar Ray. You know what I'm saying? They weren't on our page. So, in 1997, another record label owned by Disney calls us up. Rich remembers all this. Calls us up, and it's like, look, we know what y'all are doing. We know what y'all did in Detroit. We know what y'all did in Dallas. We know what you're doing in St. Louis now. And this guy was sincere. He was a juggalo. Straight up, he really knew all the shit. And he said, we're owned by Disney. We can do anything we want. And I said, y'all put out the pussiest shit I ever fucking heard. You could never fuck with the wicked shit. And they're like, listen, we own Miramax Films. We put out like all kind of ruthless ass natural born killers. We own that. People don't know Disney owns that, but Disney does. They own Miramax Films. You know, and we're a record label. We put out whatever we want. So we were like, oh yeah? And they're like, yeah, we want you to do the wicked shit. So out came the great Malenko. The great Malenko was pulled out of record stores the day it came out because Disney found out and spanked up the little label, said, you can't put that shit out. Meanwhile, they paid us for the motherfucking album, right? So we already got paid for it, so we're like, psychopathic in the house, psychopathic in the house, psychopathic in the house. So we're like, we don't need them, you know what I'm saying? But all these labels start bidding. You know, they're like, all this press is going on, you know, boom, this band gets dropped, who are they, blah, blah, blah. They're unheard of. I'm like, unheard of? Fuck you, there's 100,000 juggalos out there. Just because y'all never heard of us, fuck y'all, you know? Anyway, we signed a distribution deal with this label, Island Records. At the same time, we met like Twisted. Right. So, at this point of our lives, me and Alex and Joey, we were kind of like, you know, just let the record label put the shit in the stores. We'll handle it from there. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't know what the fuck they're doing. You know what I mean? So we started hiring our homies and building Psychopathic. I'm talking ex-gang members, fucking people that got felonies and just our homies, y'all. And we put out the great Malenko. It got dropped. It got picked up. You got a lot of exposure. I'm just gonna get to the 6 because I know that's what motherfuckers want. All right. So, Malenko came out, and with all the exposure, and we went on a big tour, and this thing came. Okay, when Malenko first came out, the first week of its release, again, the second release, it sold 17,000 copies, right? And that was the same thing it sold when it got pulled out of record stores. So Island was like, what happened to the big publicity splash? We thought everybody'd buy it like they did Cop Killer. Remember that? With Ice-T's band. And they're like, nobody fucking bought it. You know, what the fuck? And we're like, I don't know. Y'all gave us $1 million. You think I give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? We know the Juggalos are out there. They got it. That's all I give a fuck about. I don't know about your fan rush. I don't know about your rush of million fucking fans that all of a sudden want to be down. We got the Juggalos, you know? 100,000, I'm cool as fuck with that. But they ran this documentary on MTV. They bought the time in an auction, and they ran Shockumentary on MTV. This is in 1997. And there happened to be a lot of people, a lot of brothers and sisters like y'all watching and feeling that shit. And the great Malenko went platinum. Took 2 years, but it went platinum. But I was also noticing, I can't front, there was a lot of bullshit motherfucking backstreet people. You know what I'm saying? And they're coming up, I'm down with the clown dog, and I'm like, I don't know, motherfucker. Man, I am a motherfucking Juggalo, I swear it. And I'm like, you know, a lot of times I was like, fuck y'all, and left stages and shit, because it just got to the point where They didn't know nothing but Malenko, and it was just a weird era, and I didn't like the, you know. And then weird things started happening. Like, we became stars. So, like, all of a sudden, David Arquette. You know who that is? David Arquette gives us a call. Yeah, I want to have lunch with you guys. I'm like, I know about 100,000 juggalos that would probably like to have lunch with us. Who the fuck are you? You see what I'm saying? Not this David Arquette, but I don't give a fuck if you made an AT&T commercial. And then, like, we'd be at a show, and they'd say, yeah, you know, two of the fucking, the Broncos are out there, Denver Broncos or whatever. They want to meet y'all. Denver in the house all day, but I'm like, what the fuck am I saying to a football player, you know? Oh, so you play football and you're the shit, and I rap and I'm the shit. What's up? Now we're down, you know? And fuck all that. It's just, I don't fit in with that shit. None of us do. So, we spent the money with the quickness. Bought a couple wrestling rings. Oriental health spas. A lot of NyQuil, not gonna lie. In 1999, with this new label, we released the 5th Joker's card, the Amazing Jekyll Brothers. I'm not gonna sit up here and explain what every Joker's card is and what it means, because you guys already know that. And by me sitting up here at the Juggalo gathering and trying to do that would be like insulting y'all. And if there's somebody in the room that don't know what it means, you're in the wrong fucking place.
What up, Juggalos? Carry on.
So, you know, Twisted, their story speaks for itself. You know, they do their own tours. They're putting out their own artists. We are spreading. We started a label. It's working. It's music. They can't be defined. I don't want to fucking try to name it. You know what I'm saying? It's just. It's Juggalo shit all day, you know? It's like... And sometimes if we fuck up, you know what I'm saying? We fuck up, you know, because we're still learning. It's not over yet, y'all. You know? But it's time for the 6th Joker's card. My knees are weak. I'm just gonna tell y'all what it is, you know? It's like, listen, I started smoking weed about a year ago. Let the truth be known, it was Blaze that got me started.
I got one question for you, J-Do. Where the weed at?
He got a foot-long joint. He Get fired up. Man, that would have to be a long-ass joint by the time it made it back to you. But anyway, I told y'all that because I figured I'm just gonna correct every wrong in my life. You know, and the only wrong I had to correct was telling my brother, because we made a pact when we were little kids. My sister was a fucking crack whore, you know? And we always vowed we'd never touch drugs, you know? And my brother kept the oath and I didn't. I fell apart, like I went to some insanity places and just fucking lost it for a minute, you know what I'm saying? But then I found the herbery and I got right. It's coming, you'll get it, hold on. Puff, puff, give, motherfuckers, it's coming.
And I don't even smoke weed, but fuck it, I'm smoking with y'all. Y'all think Rude Boy's gonna hit it? Wait. Pass it to the cameraman. He's like, cameraman looked at me like, cameraman looked at me like, what's my name, Skip?
All right, anyway, back to what we were saying, man. Now, for the last 8 months, me and Shaggy, we disappeared. But I want y'all to know, we was out there. We was watching y'all. We was on that Twisted tour. We went and recorded down in Dallas. We recorded in Las Vegas. We recorded in Chicago. We recorded in Indianapolis, Nashville. And at night, I'd sit on the internet and I'd watch y'all talk. Not the people in the room, but I'd watch people talk and I'd read the horrible things they say, you know? Like some of the shit I read was like earth-shattering. You know, it hurts so bad. And you figure the motherfuckers would talk the most shit when you're in hiding and you can't do nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? That's when they want to talk the most shit. But,
Attention all Juggalos. Attention all Juggalos. Hall C is now closed. Please exit Hall C is now closed.
fuck Hall C and what's going on over there. We're talking about something right here. Now check this out. I'm gonna tell y'all what the 6 is. And And I gotta be honest, we didn't make the 6th to make the people that like the wicked shit happy, or the people that like the rock and roll shit happy, or the people that like the rap shit happy. We made the 6th the way the Dark Carnival wanted it, and that's exactly how it is. It's different, all right? It's different. But I want y'all to know something, and it's the hardest thing I've ever had to say. But me and Shaggy have talked about it, me and Twisted, and the whole family. We stand behind the 6 Jokers card when it comes out on November 5th. And this is what we ask. After you take it home and you listen to it, either you're with us or forget us. Because we stand behind every fucking lyric on that record. And just so y'all know, every good idea we ever had on all these fucking Joker cards, every really bomb-ass idea we had, we said, no, we'll save that for the 6th. Probably smoking. Juggalos, Juggalettes. To be honest, I really don't like that word because I don't want you to think we only mean the dudes when we say juggalos. You know, it means everybody. But I'm down with it, you know. I mean, I'd rather fuck a juggalette than a juggalo. But y'all know what I'm saying. I'm trying to stall here because I'm a little bit nervous. So Tyson got his ass kicked, huh? I figured that. Fucking Eric Bischoff's in WWF. All right, y'all. There's one 6 Jokers card, and there's 2 versions. Hold up. The 6 Jokers card is called The Wraith. And the Wraith is death. AKA the Grim Reaper, AKA whatever the fuck, death. There are, the 6 Jokers card is the Wraith. There are 2 versions. The Wraith has come, and when you die, God hope never, the Wraith is gonna take your hand, and he's gonna take you somewhere. And it's either gonna be Shangri-La, or it's gonna be Hell's Pit. What the 6 Jokers card is the race exhibit of both. On November 5th, first, the race exhibit of Shangri-La will be released. Exactly 1 year later, the race exhibit of Hell's Pit will be released. Now, there's a difference between the two records. On the race exhibit of Hell's Pit, the word Juggalo is never mentioned once. Because I don't want to see one fucking Juggalo in Hell's Pit. And this is the darkest, most evilest, hideous, wickedest album ever made. And over here in Shangri-La, this is for the few. This is for the many. This is for the few. Everybody had an idea or a speculation or a hope or whatever they hoped it was. But the bottom line is, this is the Insane Clown Posse talking to the Juggalos that exist now and today. And this is the Insane Clown Posse talking to the world. And we got a lot of shit to say to the fucking world. But before we tell the world to eat a dick, we gotta tell the Juggalos how much we love them. There are incredible, amazing special guests on these albums. I'll name them right now. Starting off, the band Zug Island makes an appearance. Blaze Your Dead Homie makes an appearance. The Anybody Killer makes an appearance. Twisted makes an appearance. And the way me and Shaggy looked at it, nobody else was worthy enough to make an appearance. Sum it all up on a 6-joker card tip. What happens after that is purely speculation.